Thank you for that, Doug and Little Doug. I still don't see Little Groot, but I think it'd be cool if you put a little Groot in there. I'm going to go ahead and move your redirect that just got here, which is still not here. It'll show up eventually, it always does, to a different screen. And then got a couple things I'm going to cover. I'm going to go ahead and just make this a blue background. One fish was first. He says, good MAE, everyone. Good morning, all everyone. I don't know. I'm not real good with those things. Tony says, good afternoon. One fish says, are you going to show how to animate a little in Davinci? I could get on board with that. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do what I intended to do first, and then I will do some real quick animation with something that came to me while watching Doug Betts this morning. Since that's not going to redirect, I'm going to close that. So, couple things. My real name is Groot. People got confused when I went around going, I am Groot. They didn't quite translate that to what it meant. So, I gave up on it. Now, I got to give Galaxies of the Guardians props because they did an excellent job of translating every time Groot said, I am Groot. It was wonderful. Groot was a fictional character in Guardians of the Galaxy, and he was a tree, and he said, all he spoke was, I am Groot. That's it, the whole time. I think at the end of the third one, he said something else, but I don't really recall right now. The explanation on the name, I was referring to the guy that sent you a comment that had the account that was made yesterday. I was going to explain to you that it was made actually today, depending on where in the world he's at. He probably is not in the United States unless he's on the East Coast, and he made it after midnight. I didn't want to go try to figure out how to type that guy's name, so I just made a name up hoping, oh wait, it's Doug. I remember now. That was not the way to explain that to Doug in chat. Let's get started. So as most of you know, hello Wintermute, morning, afternoon, evening. Thank you. See, I'm learning so much here. Hopefully people are learning with me as well. So, as you can see, breakfast still. I'm working on the golf video, and we're at the 48-minute mark. I've got a lot I need to do with this. Right now, I'm focusing in on putting an effect in, and I'll show you that one effect. And I want to remember the 48-minute mark. So I'm going to go back to the last effects, and I'll show you what those are. So I'm going to hit play. I don't know if there'll be sound or not. Probably not, but there is audio. So this is what I added, and this is just horrible because the picture that I took and everything is not working out. I'm doing this with all of this right here. And I decided last night, I'm going to redo it, but I'm not doing it this way. I'm going to do it a total different way. This is basically the scorecard in Fusion. And every time I need to add to a different hole, I go over here to the rectangle. I come down here to width, and I expand it to get the next hole that's coming up. Then I go back into the edit page. I move this over to here, and that will not show that because it's there, but I now have to go up here to the position and slide it over here. Now you'll notice when I do that, it throws everything off. Easy fix, but it's an easy fix. I'm going to go in here to the very last one at the top, which is my name. I'm going to go into layout, and I'm just going to move my name over to about center of that spot. Then I'm going to go down to the bottom, and I'm going to go to layout, and I'm going to move the number over, go to the next one, move the number over. Now, it's important I explain this because you'll understand here in just a minute. Go to the next one, go to layout, move it over, And I do this for all the holes that I've completed. And then when I'm done, I will copy and paste the last one. Well, actually, I copy and paste them all. And then this leads me to the next area I want to explain. Oops, I'm on the wrong one. Oh yeah, that's that one. I need this one right here, layout, and there. Now I'm finishing up the fifth hole, or the eighth hole right now, the fifth hole. The eighth hole right now, and I lost my scorecard. I don't remember what I got. I think I got it, actually think I got it in 3. In fact, I know I got it in 3. So if I was actually on the 8th hole, I'm not. This is the 7th hole. I would go in there. I would copy this one right here by right-click, copy, put my playhead over here, paste it, and then move this up and put it in there for the next hole. Okay, so having explained all that, this is really crazy in that my, what did I say, 48. That's not even working now. So 48 something. Let's just go to 48:18, and then I'll go back just a little bit. Now, what I noticed here as well, even though I'm on the edit page, I'm not seeing the video track. I'm seeing the audio track. So go back to here. Even though it's showing up on here, so 48. All right. I need this to show, and I don't think I don't know what I done. 48-minute mark, for some reason, it pasted the very start of, yeah, see, it's completely gone. So, not a problem. I'll come back to this in a minute. I'm going to go down to Project Manager, which is over on my other monitor for some reason. Let's see if I can drag that over. I'm going to close this so that it opens up an unnamed project, untitled project. I'm going to open the untitled project and show you some animation. I'm going to go grab media, which is this one and this one. I'm going to drag them down. It'll keep them, I should have kept them both highlighted. I'll bring in this one, and I'll bring in this one. So for some reason today, me being me, watching Doug, something was said about Dell and something was said about something else. I thought, oh, you know, Farmer and the Dell, or Farmer in the Dell, or whatever that nursery rhyme is. So I'm going to go over here. This is going to be haphazardly. I'm just going to tell you that up front. Grab the feather, and I'm just going to grab at the shadows. I'm not going to do anything special. I just want, actually I want to be able to move that up to about there. And then here, 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 here. I'll go ahead and reconnect it right there. Right click, add alpha node, put your little alpha node down there, grab the alpha out, connect it to the alpha node you just created, and There you go. Now, this is horrible, so I'm going to go ahead and while I'm in the color tab, I'm just going to move these down a little bit and try to clean it up a little bit without doing the soft edges and things of that nature. That's not too bad. I maybe should have started up here, but I can live with that. You can go in and add soft edges and clean it up and everything else, blur it, and this is fine for today's demonstration. So I'm going to go back over here to here. Now theoretically, when I put that over that, that's what that's supposed to do. So now I want to make sure I'm on here, and I want to zoom it down to about there, and then I'm going to put it right about here. Zoom it down a little bit more. So what I should do is I should go take that sunflower out so that I maintain, well, that's close enough, I guess. All right, so that's that. That's pretty common for me to do now without going and looking at anything. I got that down pretty good. Now, as far as animation goes, I guess it depends on your definition of animation. To me, if I go to the beginning of this frame, or the beginning of this, and I set a keyframe right here at this position, I don't want to do that. I do want to remember negative 473 though. So I want to take this and move it completely off the screen. Now I'm going to set a keyframe. And I'm going to go to the end of the clip. And I always back it up just a little bit. And I'm going to go in here and I'm going to type in minus 473.00, and it puts it right there. So now when I go to play this, if I hit play, I'll bring this down so that will bring this down. Now when I go to hit play, that is, in my thinking, animation. It's moving, therefore, could be wrong, probably am wrong. But that's just a real quick means of animation. Now, if I had time, I could literally go here, make this move this away at the same time that this is moving in there. Now, if for those that are in the world, I don't want to mention anyone's name. I believe they probably live on the West Coast. I could come in here and add a text. I don't know what the exact nomenclature to call it is. I call it a node, but it's not a node. Make sure you're highlighted on it. Your playhead can be anywhere. It don't have to necessarily be at the beginning or the end. And we'll change this to farmer in, or I don't remember the nursery rhyme. We'll just go with farmer and the Dell. And then because I intend on moving this up here, you can move it a couple different ways. If you click this box right here, it's not dynamic zoom. I think it's transform. Nope, that's going to not do what I want, I don't think. Nope, that's not what I want. One of these boxes, you can actually move your text by clicking here. It's not fusion overlay. No, because nothing's, oh yeah, there it is. So then I can move this up here. Well, obviously white text on a white background don't work. I'm gonna turn this off by going over here, and then I'm gonna turn that off by going over there. I probably could do it doing it this way, fusion overlay, and click on the fusion overlay. You can. So now I want to change the color. We all know that I'm all about changing color. Oh, shut up. So I'm going to cancel that. I'm going to close the effects. Now I'm going to change the color. And we're just going to go with that for today. I'm probably not even going to keep this project. It's just, again, a tutorial real quick. And now when we play it, again, the computer will move in. that is that. I actually now have another idea using this thing. So I may save this and do something else with it. In fact, there ain't no may to it. I know that I will. And I'm not going to get into what that is. So right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and save this. And we're going to call this Farmer Alex in the Dell. Oops, I gave away the secret. Can't believe I did that. And we're going to go down here to the home button. And it opens up on my other screen again. And I'm going to open up Audi Golf from yesterday. And then I just want to skip ahead to the 48-minute mark. Now the video tracks back and the audio tracks back. So I want to, actually I want to check this out. See if this is good. Yep, that's good. So now I want to skip ahead to the 48-minute mark. Which is somewhere in here. And I'm gonna hit play. Okay, good. I don't need to go no farther. Even though the video is not showing up, you can see right here that it goes back to hole number 1. Now, I had copied all of that stuff that I just showed you that I made to bring it over here. And then I put the playhead off of this and hit paste, and it pasted this. Now I know there's going to be people in chat saying, well, I copied this as opposed to the other stuff. Possible, but I'm 99% sure that when I did this, I did it like this. I always do it the same way. I grab it from the top and I come down and I only grab a certain percentage of it, and then right click, copy. And then if I go back to the 48-minute mark, bring this back down. I don't necessarily need to see all of that now. I hit play. Then I should be, in theory, and this is about where I did it, right click, paste, and that's what it was supposed to have done. So that worked fine. I don't know where this nonsense came from, but here's the scarier part. I don't know if it picked up the audio or not from there. So I'm going to play it. It didn't. It actually only picked up the video because the audio is still pertaining to what happened before. So here's my hopes. I'm hoping, and I only know this as a hope because I didn't practice it. I didn't try it. As soon as I was working on this morning and I got to this, I'm like, oh, this is a great teaching moment, not only for myself, but for everyone else as well. So I'm going to grab this. I'm going to move it off of here with it highlighted. Now, if I click on here, with this highlighted, I'm just going to, yeah, that's back to there. So with this highlighted, with the playhead over there, so there's no chance in error that I can screw this up, or at least it's minimized. Keeping this highlighted, I'm going to hit the backspace button, and it goes away. Now, I further am hoping that I can grab this right here, extend this out, and get the rest of the video. The problem with that is I think I have to go all the way to the end. Okay, so that, okay, why is that? Oh, because I need to reduce that. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I can reduce this to there. Go there, goes there, goes there, goes to the end of that, and that's not what I need or want. So I need to make this a little bit bigger. It's not big enough. Shoot. What I got to do is grab the video. It's just going to be time consuming, and take it all the way. I know it's an hour and 54 minutes, so I can literally just run through here 53, 54, 55, blah, 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 blah. 1 hour, blah, 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 blah. Oops. So now I can go find it by hitting this, and that takes me to there. Take this off of there, and I don't have to do that. It's just me. I'm going to go ahead and grab this again, and we're going to go out and do it a little bit more. Go up here, go back to the end, offset my video, and we're at 107. Go back. Thank you, Tony, for the T-5. I appreciate that. And I'll finish this off camera. I'm at 1 hour, 11 minutes, and 54 seconds, which brings me to my next problem. Nobody's going to want to watch an hour and 54 minutes of me playing golf. Nobody, including myself. Okay? I can tell you right now, I'm not going to upload this with an hour and 54 minutes. That's not going to happen. So once I get all of my scorecard information put in, and I know I'm changing. I thought of a different way to do it that will be much easier. Then I can then go through there and say, okay, we don't need this, we don't need this, we don't need this. Either speed ramp it, leaving the entire hour and 54 minute there and just fast forward and speed ramp it or whatever, or dare I say I can try to use the cut tool and cut it and splice it and everything else, but I'm not sure how I'm going to do it yet. My goal is to have it done by today to upload it for tomorrow's Davinci and get it down into about the 30-minute time frame. So one more time, I'm going to, man, it's hot in this house today. I am going to go ahead and, and I could be wrong on my explanation, as I read Jeff's comment last as usual, and I'm explaining my definition of the word animation. I could be wrong on what I consider to be animation. Now, animation, if I click on this, and if I come over here to transform, if I go to rotation, this to me is also animation. If I do this, this is animation. To me, it's like movement. I don't know. I'm just kind of, and there's all kind of different things you can do. I mean, it is really, I've said it before. I'll say it again. I know someone's out there going, oh God, here he goes. He's going to talk about, if you can think about it, if you can imagine it, you can do it. Did you? No, Roy, I did not. I still have the phone. And when I do that, that'll be a private video. So to see that, you're going to have to get a hold of me through email, and I will give you the link for that. That's never, ever going to hit public unless someone that I show it to privately records it and uploads it. That's the only way that's hitting public. So you can come in here to the shear and do the same thing, which to me, that's just the Z or the Z axis. Kind of cool. Do the same thing with Y. Again, it's just limited to your thoughts and your imagination. You can change the X size like that. That's kind of convoluted. You can change the Y size like that. That's kind of convoluted. So you have all kinds. In the pivot Z, you can, obviously that's not going to work for me. You can transform characters, words, or lines. I'm just going to leave it like this. And you can make shading. If you disable the shading, it's going away for some reason. I'm not sure why I got that messed up. You go into option number 2, and then it gets that cute little black or red line around it. And then if you want to change the opacity of the line, you just bring it down and it goes away. If you want to change the thickness, of course, you can make it like that. That's pretty cool. I'll go with that. And then the third preset is just the black shadow. We can do that. This is getting worse and worse as we go. So I'm going to leave that like that. I'm going to go back to layout. And I am going to bring this in from the top, I think. So I'm at the beginning. I want to remember 0.294. And I'm going to take the y-axis off, set a keyframe. I'm going to go to the end of this one, and I'm going to put that at 0.294. Oops, I got to take all that other nonsense out. 0.294. Hit enter. And because it's faded, now I have no idea. I haven't practiced this. We'll hit enter. We play it. Okay. That's not too bad, actually. It's a little fast. So to, I think, slow it down or make it, yeah, I think this will slow it down. I'm going to grab this and I'm just going to extend that out to about there. I'll hit play. Little better. I like that. A little bit better. I might extend it just a little bit more to about there. And then you can hit play here. You can hit the space bar and it'll play it. Yep, that's good. I like that. I like how that drops down. Thank you, Sam, for the question. I really do like that. I like the coloring. I like the shading. I like that. And that's the beginning. So thanks everyone for watching. Tonight will be 10:30 p.m. my time, which is Indiana time, which is Eastern Standard Time, which is Eastern Daylight Time, which is confusing. The odds and over under on Alex being late, by the way, are quite high because he'll just be late. I hope this was useful. I hope someone got something out of this. I hope maybe someone watches it and gets inspired to go do video editing and produces the next blockbuster hit. It won't be me, by the way. This is about as close to the next blockbuster hit as you're going to get. Thanks for reminding me. No problem, Jeff. No problem. No worries whatsoever on that. So this will wrap up today's Daily Davinci. The goal is to have this done, to do a premiere with it tomorrow, and to get it cut from 1 hour, 54 minutes to just under 30 minutes. Everybody have a great day. Won't be playing golf today. We have thunderstorms moving in. And I got some honeydew work to do that I didn't know about. It was embarrassing to be later than Alex. Jeff, I'm going to send you an email, get your express written consent to use that line. Thank you, everyone. I'll see you tonight. By the way, I do appreciate everyone's support on both Daily Davinci and Ken Stout Live with the Zoom homies. Thank you so much. Have a great afternoon. Now I got to play Doug Betts and go find out which button I have to hit. Oh, I know. I can do it the Doug Betts way. I can go YouTube Studio, hit in stream. Oh, it pops up another one. Doug, you didn't know that? Bye, guys.